Hello and welcome to another opportunity to attract the man of your dreams and to become a woman who's naturally attractive to high-quality men who are ready for love, who are ready for commitment, and who are ready for you. And today I want to show you how thinking all men are the same attracts the wrong man and destroys your dating life. And let me first start this episode by saying that there are good men out there and there are bad men out there, in the same way as there are good women out there and there are bad women out there. Some human beings are positive, some human beings are supportive, some human beings are caring and loving, and other human beings, and that's true for both men and for women, are not so loving and not so caring and not so positive. That's true for both genders. And while there is a very popular term in the, you can say, in the not so nice area of the men's dating advice community, where they talk about Awald, which means all women are the same, where all those loser guys complain, women just like money, women just like this, they're all bad, blah, 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 which of course is not true. I mean, I know that you are listening to this right now, that you are an amazing, beautiful, wonderful woman, in the same way as all of my coaching clients are amazing, beautiful, wonderful women. So this idea that some men have, I mean, by the way, very frustrated loser guys, that all women are the same and all women are bad, is of course not true. I know that. But what I also know is that some women, in particular women who made very bad experiences with ex-boyfriends or with men in general, they tend to make the same generalization that some guys make about women. And then as a result, they also say all men are the same. And what inspired me to record this for you is an experience that I made over the weekend. On Sunday, I was at a party. I was at a private party from a friend of mine. And yeah, it was really interesting. We had a fun time. And I talked to some women. I talked to some men. I made new friends. And one of my female friends introduced me to one of her friends. And while we started a conversation, I then shared with her what I do for a living. And one of the businesses that I have is, as you already know, the Get Him Keep Him community, because you're listening to the Get Him Keep Him podcast. And it was really interesting for me to talk to this woman when I then mentioned that I'm a dating coach for women and I help women to meet the right guy, to meet the man of their dreams. And I've already helped a lot of women to meet the right man and to attract the man of their dreams and to also get him and to keep him. She then said what so many frustrated men out there say about women. She said, all men are the same. And of course, me being the curious German that I am, I wanted to know more. I wanted to find out, why is this woman thinking like that? What made her believe that all men are the same? And she then told me that her last two relationships, which were also her only two relationships according to her, were very disappointing. Both men were not treating her good. Both men were jerks, were the complete assholes, if you want to call it like that. And in the conversation, she then said to me, she believes that all men are the same because of these two experiences. And I then questioned her belief by using simple logic. And I said, there are billions of men out there, and you made the experience with two men, and that's why you believe that all men are the same. And then she looked at me and said, somehow you're right, let me think about that. And I also want you to think about that in case you stumble upon my podcast because you just got over a breakup, or because you just got dumped by a guy, or maybe you broke up with him, or maybe you were single for a while and you were frustrated with the last 3 dates you went on because all these guys were complete losers, not really friendly, and they didn't fulfill any of the standards and the criteria that you set for yourself for a man who you want to start a relationship with. And now you might be tempted to say, all men are the same. And the big problem with that attitude, and I know that from my own experience, I know that from coaching so many amazing women in Skype coaching sessions, is, and now I have to warn you, it gets a little bit spiritual, but I truly believe that we attract the right or the wrong people with our energy. This is both true for men and for women. It doesn't matter if you're attracted to a man, if you're attracted to women, it does not matter. Our energy attracts people. And even if you don't look at it from a spiritual perspective, and you just see it in a very logical way, misery loves its company. If you are not emotionally available, you will not be able to attract an emotionally available man. So by closing your heart and by saying all men are the same, I no longer want to re-experience what I experienced in the past, you automatically push away the man that you actually want to attract, the emotionally available man. And yes, from a spiritual perspective, I believe in the law of attraction. I believe in the law of vibration, that our vibration attracts different people in our life. But even, like I said, if you are not spiritual at all, which is totally okay, I don't want to bore you or scare you away with my spiritual blah blah. But even if you're not spiritual, and just see it from a logical perspective, if you look in your social circle, a lot of miserable people who always complain, they are always hanging out with people who are also complaining, because these people again reaffirm their reality to them. And at the same time, the people who are uplifting, who are joyful, who are positive, they can't stand being around these complainers. So what do you think happens if you have this negative attitude towards men and say all men are the same, and you then go into the dating world with exactly this energy? You will attract the male equivalent who think that all women are the same and screw these women. And then you will start this vicious cycle, or let's better say you will continue this vicious cycle in case you made bad experiences in the past. And you will then attract the exact type of man who reaffirms this reality, and then you will make the same experience again and again. You have to remind yourself that every man has an individual personality and a unique set of values. Just because your ex-boyfriend or your ex-husband, or maybe even the last 3 guys that you dated, had a certain personality and had values or maybe no values at all, that doesn't mean that all men are like that. There are incredible men out there in the same way as there are incredible women out there. But you can only attract these men if you change your beliefs and if you change your energy. Because if you change your energy and you make this internal shift from thinking all men are the same, men are bad, I can't trust men, towards I love men, men are amazing, I'm ready to meet amazing men, then these men will flow into your life. And like I said, even if you're not spiritual at all, just try it out, change your beliefs, change your emotional state. Things will change for you. So many of my Skype coaching clients in the beginning, when I told them about this, they looked at me like, okay. They looked at me as if I was some alien with 3 arms out of my head. But then when they put it into practice and when they shifted their emotional state, then slowly they attracted completely different men. And again, I know that from my own experience, from me attracting women, if I would have this belief of all women are the same, women can't be trusted, I don't like women, I would have never been able to attract my amazing, wonderful, loving, supportive girlfriend. The only reason why I was able to attract her is because I shifted my reality towards women are amazing. I love women. I absolutely love women. There are so many incredible women out there. And then I met my amazing girlfriend. And you can do the same, just the other way around, if you want to meet the man of your dreams. So if you really look closely, you can find proof for every type of man. But the problem is that the media only portrays one type of man. If you watch any movie, if you watch especially any reality TV show, you only see the jerks, the assholes, the narcissists, but you rarely, very rarely, see a man who's loving, caring, empathetic, and just a good man. One example would be from the sitcom Modern Family. I think Phil Dunphy, right? Phil Dunphy, that guy. Like, that character might be an example where you see a good man, but usually men are always portrayed in a very terrible way. In the same way as in a lot of movies, women are portrayed as some blonde girl who doesn't have 2 brain cells. So if you believe what the media portrays, no matter if it's about men or about women, then you will only confirm your belief that you already hold. And the big problem is that we human beings love confirmation bias. When we have a certain opinion, we often filter information that matches this opinion. That's why, for example, when you debate with somebody from another political party, they often believe their own point of views even more after the debate, even though they might be completely wrong. because we don't like to admit, especially in a subconscious way, in our subconscious mind, that we are wrong, that we might be better off by changing our beliefs. But I guarantee you that there are a lot of men who are loving, caring, and wonderful men out there, and you can attract them if you look for proof that these men exist. If you then change your beliefs, you change your emotional state, you change your attitude towards them, and then you will attract the right man. And if you then also know how to make the right man devoted to you, which you will know after you clicked on the link in the description, or you go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted, and you then watch this video till the very end, and you then also maybe take the chance to invest in the devotion system, then you will have the power to not only attract the right man, but to also make this man devoted to you and loyal to you. And always remember that as long as you carry around this fear that he could be like your ex, that the next guy could disappoint you again, that the next guy will be the same or will lead to the same experience as the guy before, when you do that, you close your heart. And when you are not ready to open your heart and to be vulnerable and to let love into your heart and into your reality, then you won't be able to attract this love, and this love won't develop. Your fear then attracts again the man that you don't want, and then we're back in that vicious cycle. Because no emotionally available man who is ready to give and to receive love wants to date a woman who is not ready for that. Always remember that. And maybe, just maybe, you are not at a point yet where you fully, completely love yourself and you love your life. Because when you love yourself and when you love your life and when you fall in love with yourself every day more and more, then it will be so easy for you to make this mental shift and to make this emotional shift, which then allows you to attract the right man. And if you want to work with me on developing the self-love, then you are ready for a self-love coaching session. And if you want to find out more about that, you can click on the second link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/love. You can also alternatively go to gethimkeephim.com/coaching, and there you can have a look at the different coaching sessions that I offer. And by the way, if you decide to invest in the devotion sequence by clicking on the first link in the description or by going to gethimkeephim.com/devoted, you can then send a screenshot of your order receipt to Sebastian@gethimkeephim.com, and I will then give you a coupon code as a way to say thank you that gives you 50 euros off on your very first coaching session with me. And you can also book this coupon code when you then book your self-love coaching session by going to gethimkeephim.com/love. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.